Ladies and gentlemen, there may be a big XRP deliver surprise coming up because we just heard some truly great news about starting an ETF for the XRP army. Because of this, there's also a lot more going on in the economy. This is what we're going to talk about in a current video. Also, I'd like to say thanks to Tars.ai for being a sponsor of Trendy Video. We'll talk about that later. Firstly, let's talk about how the economy is doing at the moment, since we just heard some very interesting news that I think you guys will want to know about. First, the number of US residential housing units that are below production has dropped by 19%, reaching 804,000 in October. This is the lowest level since February 2022. On the other hand, if we look way back in time, we can see that this is starting to look a lot like what happened during the financial crisis in 2008 to 2009. Regarding the amount of homes that was being built at the moment, it was very low. We can see that the prices of multiple homes that are still being built have gone down for 8 months in a row, which is the longest streak since 2008. So far in the last 50 years, this kind of sharp drop has only happened during recessions, except for 1987. At the same time, plans to build apartment housing units were down 21% in October, which means there will be more pain in the future. The housing market has totally frozen over. At this point, you may be wondering what this has to do with cryptocurrency. Also, it has a lot to do with cryptocurrency. The economy based on the paper dollar is definitely slowing down a good bit. A lot less money is being spent. A lot less money is being spent by organizations. In the stock market, people are taking their money out of the markets. The smartest managers are at least as good as Warren Buffett. So many people are simply waiting for the bad news that the future is going to be pretty tough. Because the financial system has been badly run for the last 4 years, we don't know how we don't have a lot of money fact. So that is really something we should try to deal with right away here. Let's bring up the subject of money again and talk about gaming in more detail right now. So there will be a number of things that are meant to help with that. That being said, we need to know where people are putting their money if they are pulling it out of real estate ownership, and we will talk about that. Prediction markets now see a base case for Bitcoin going up above $150 by the end of next year. According to Kalishi, the chances of Bitcoin going up above $150,000 in 25 have gone from 13% to 58% in just 2 weeks. The average expectation now is for Bitcoin to go up to $158,000. More and more prediction markets show that there is a rising 67% chance that Bitcoin will reach over $125 billion in the next 12 months. Let's say Bitcoin has a lot more room to grow. In short, we're starting to see a lot of buyers, especially young people like millennials, Gen Z, and all those other groups. Yes, they are putting a lot of money into cryptocurrency. In fact, there are many people who are investing in crypto right now who have never even touched the stock or real estate markets. And that's something we've never seen in direction records before. Of course, crypto is a brand new type of asset. There's never been a time, though, when a brand new asset class that came out in the last 12 years or so was taking all the money from new players. The older and safer choices are usually what people choose when they first start investing. But now we can see that more and more people are betting on the future of cryptocurrency, including me. The fact that these markets are fighting with a few other markets with market caps of more than $1 trillion is very exciting and really shows how strong these markets are. We now have the product market. Silver and gold are among the things we have. We also have real estate. All of those markets are, of course, mixed in the fact that trillions of dollars are being spent on cryptocurrency is pretty much news. Yes, we are going to take some away from all of these. And if things keep going the way they are for the next 10 years, the crypto market may actually get bigger at some point. Then there's the real estate market. This is done so that it is easier to find, cheaper for everyone, and you can buy as much as you want. You don't like how expensive it is to buy a house, and looking for a rate isn't the best way to get money. So instead of investing in real estate, people are now investing in Bitcoin. In related news, MicroStrategy has sold another $55.0 billion worth of Bitcoins worth $5.400 billion just today. A lot of people are worried right now. Okay, this could be fixed in a few ways, but Michael Saylor, who is the biggest Bitcoin investor right now, says there should be no micro approach. We're buying Bitcoin at this price, which you should be thinking about. It's the best. The crypto markets are becoming more and more like gaming, which is something we saw before. Furthermore, if he keeps looking for many of these things at the same time, well, man, we have no idea what will happen. He has truly enormous amounts of money at this point. He is putting money on Bitcoin. Everything is set up on Bitcoin. So far, it has been proven to be an amazing genius. The fund is now making billions and billions of dollars with all the money he's putting in. Hong Kong is also there. China has also agreed to be fair. They're saying we're going to start buying and selling crypto. One of the biggest virtual banks is ready to start trading crypto. Okay, that's huge. It seems like Chinese buyers also want to get out of the real estate market right now, since you guys didn't know that the Chinese real estate market is falling just like the US real estate market. So all of those people are going to put their money somewhere. They are going to put their money somewhere where they don't have to think that the government is manipulating the economy in a good way in order for their money to grow. So I think the Chinese economy will make one of the biggest changes it has ever made. It will stop focusing on real estate. That's their most valuable asset class, which isn't always the case in the US. The US definitely has shares, and they're going to put all of this into buying and selling crypto. Because of this, everyone here is going to have a really exciting time. I also have to say that I think this is one of the things we've been waiting for since my time. Before we get to the great XRP news, I'd like to say a quick word from our ultra modern support. And so that project is something I've been talking about for a long time. It has to do with an eye. That's an AI app environment that works with the Solana environment to make it better. I think that's a lot like Render. That method, on the other hand, is only for the Solana blockchain, and it's helped along by the Solana Foundation. I began this task very early on and really enjoyed it. Now I'm working with their team, and I have to say that I'm really looking forward to what they might bring here in the future, guys. It's possible that you may need to add the AI story to the Solana chain and growth side of things if you want to get more attention for them. In my view, there is no better place than Tarzai. I'll leave a link below so that you can join their community and start staking your tokens. With that out of the way, let's talk about XRP news because there's some really cool stuff going on right now, guys. The new global ETF provider, Wisdom Tree Funds, has officially signed up for an XRP ETF in the Kingdom of Delaware. And by the way, that is a real submission, 100% proven. Also, just so you guys know, Wisdom Tree is currently in charge of more than $100 billion worth of property. They were the first to get permission for an XRP ETF, and now all the other big hedge funds can see that those guys have grown a lot through this ETF. Guys, you can't be sure what will happen in the crypto markets. We all saw what happened with Bitcoin after all. And I have to say, I think that's what will cause this deliver shock all by itself, which is what I was talking about before. This alone should help us see hundreds of billions of dollars flow into XRP in just 1 year for the first time ever recorded. In a very positive case, we're talking about amounts that are probably even in the trillions, since it will start with someone like Wisdom Tree that we're seeing right now. When that happens, it will be like the world's Black Rocks and Grayscales who will all get it right. After that, man, we're going to the races. I think it's very clear.